try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes.
This video is brought to you by the 9% and is powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push a mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Took until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
What up, though? It's the word. I am your reality coach, and this is your shot of reality. But first, let me see who in the chat. Let me see who in the chat. Miss V, what up, though? Appreciate you. Lena, how you doing, Lena? Appreciate you. Dee Dee. Antisocial, what up, sis? Hey, man, I appreciate everybody rocking out. I got to get a special shout out to the nine and Miss V. Yeah, appreciate you. Hey, I do want to say this though. The music has meaning. You know, the song I was playing before the stream started, there's a deep meaning to that. The reason I chose that song at the particular time I did, um, look, I come on here to make content and hopefully to help people, right? I use information. Hopefully, it can motivate, inspire, and educate people. You know, I got a real life. I got kids. I got responsibilities. I got a wife to keep happy. I ain't coming on here for no BS, man. I ain't coming on here to try to bother nobody or nothing like that. You know, appreciate my sisters for working with me, for, you know, holding a brother down. I appreciate that, man. These people are weird. But we're going to talk about the ego. How to control your ego. You know, I did a premiere earlier, right? And it was an old video I did on the ego, and the audio was terrible. So before I say how to control it, let's get a general understanding. You know, because people use this term so loose: ego, 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 ego. He got a inflated ego, and we use it out of context. You know, because common person who haven't studied psychology, they don't truly understand the different parts of the ego. So the more information we armed with, the better we can have understanding and we can actually utilize our ego the way it's supposed to. Because the problem is people don't have control over their ego. And I'm gonna show you why. So without any further ado, let's get into the info. Lisa J is in the building. What up, Lisa J? Hey, my blind brother here. What up, James? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. We're gonna get into the info. So the first part of the ego I want to talk about is the ID, right? We're gonna break it down so we can understand how to control it. Very first part is the ID. What is the ID? Oh, that's super ego. Hold on, wrong slide. The ID is the instinctual desires part of the ego. The ego has three parts, right? So the ID is the lower self. According, and all of this information is predicated upon Sigmund Freud's research. Right, this is off of his work. I am going to incorporate my understanding with it, but just to give you working knowledge and a breakdown from someone who is credible. Right, I'm using Sigmund Freud. So Freud's theory of the idea is the primal and instinctual part of the mind that contains sexual and aggressive drives and hidden memory. Right? That's what he said, the ID. So it's our lower self, the part of us that we say fight or flight, the part of us that's in control of that portion. Either you go fight and run, or either you go fight it out or you go run away. That's survival instinct, right? This is where our survival, our primitive desires to survive. And the important part about this, when we're talking about controlling our ego, right? This is our primitive side. This is the side that does not take in consideration anything or anybody else, just you to survive. People function highly out of this part, right? This is when people say, oh, they got an inflated ego, they selfish. No, it's actually a deflated ego. They're functioning from their lower self. This is the part where you have a friend willing to help you, and instead of accepting the help, you just try to take what they got. We all heard stories and seen stories like that, where backstabbing people for their own personal gain, crabs in the barrel, right? When you look at something or somebody, and instead of looking at them as a human, you look at them as a resource. What can I get out of this person? this is the part of the ego people function from. So when we talking about personal development, we all have selfish desires. We all have the will to thrive and survive. That's instinctive. That's nature. But we also have a conscience because we know sometimes what benefit us may harm other people. So the next part of the ego I want to talk about is the higher self, right? The super ego. Now, the super ego incorporates the values and morals of society, which are learned from one's parent and others, and develops around 3 to 5 years old during the phallic stage, psychosexual development, meaning psychosexual is just maturing, physically maturing. That's when the estrogen and testosterone and different chemicals in your brain start really getting active, right? So the super ego is our higher self. So just like the thumbnail, when you see that angel on one end and the devil on the other end, the super ego will be the angel, the devil will be the ID. This part instills our morals and values. So this is the part that if we function highly out of it, you see people self-sacrifice themselves. You know, you will put others before you put yourself. You know, you will live and do morally things that benefit society, even though it might put you in a bad state. That's what the super ego will do. The super ego is like I said, that angel on our shoulder, telling us, "Hey, you know, just do the right thing. Don't worry about it. Turn the other cheek." So even functioning highly out of this can be detrimental to one, right? Because people will just run over you and take advantage of you. You know, you got a heart of gold. You going out trying to help people, and it'll be some people function out their ID like, oh, I'm about to milk this. I'm about to drain this person. This is a sucker. You know, nice guys finish last. Why? Because they function highly out their super ego. That's why nice guys finish last, because it's messed up people out here willing to take advantage of them. So the third part of the ego I want to talk about is the ego. Now, Sigmund Freud, this is his understanding, but I'm going to give you a different understanding. This is the part of the ego, part of the ID, which has been modified and direct influence by the external world. Meaning this is your consciousness. This is you being in a moment. This is consciousness. This is right now. This is your rational thinking. You being able to look at things and determine yay or nay. So Freud believed part of, oh, my bad, I'm not in the chat. Let me get to the chat real quick. What up, Doe? The realest one is in the building. Deborah, appreciate you. I'm sorry, I didn't see who else came in. Let me scroll up a little bit. Okay, Deborah and realest came in. Appreciate you, appreciate you. If I missed you, I apologize. I was in the other part of StreamYard. But this is the conscious part. Tate Eats in the building and 9 is complete. Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you. So this is the part, this is your conscious self. So when people say person functioning out their ego, this is why I say people, and it's nobody's fault, because like I said, unless you had some prior knowledge or understanding or schooling, or you don't know, we just say what other people say and it sounds good sometimes. Sometimes something is said so much that we accept it and just run with it. But this is why I say it's important to know these things, because there's people who do know. And they utilize this, because this is a part of you. Having better understanding of what you are, you can have the confidence to do whatever you want. People run away from their ego. When you are the ego, it's you balancing that devil and that angel on your shoulder, determining which one take over at any particular time. That's what the ego is. The ego is the balance, the harmony between the super and the ID. That's what the ego is. So how do you control that? I just told you. Conscious, rational thinking, determining what is best. Which one? Do I need to use my primal instincts to survive or thrive? Or do I need to use my super ego? Or do I balance them and use both of them simultaneously? You are truly the author of your ego. You are the ego. You see how they try to take something from you? They try to make you think the ego is bad so you don't learn about it, so you don't utilize it. Nah, we using all the tools. These are tools you can use. King Miller, what up, though? Appreciate you. We're using every tool at our disposal because a better us, a better you is a better us. The better I am, the better I can be for other people. That's just what it is. So me utilizing my ego to benefit not only myself but other people, I'm gonna do it. This is a part of you. The ID, the negative part, the thrive and survive, it's nothing bad. They put a devil aspect to it, but it's really not. That's just your primal instinct to survive, to thrive. You need that sometimes. If you put in a situation where your life depends on it, you want to talk to the super ego? You want that to take over? No, you want the devil to take over. You want to make it through the incident. They try to make it scary and spooky, but it's not. That's just your primal instinct. Like, hey, I want to live. I want to thrive. Not only live, I want to do good in life. I want to enjoy life. These are my desires. Sometimes we do have to be a little selfish. We do. To make progress in life, sometimes think about someone going to school to be a doctor. Do you know the dedication and work you got to put in to do that? You have to be selfish with your time sometimes. The friends you start off with before you go into medical school ain't gonna be the friends you end with. Some of them ain't gonna understand. That's just like being successful, right? If you've never been successful, I'm not. Look, I ain't. Hold on. Shout out the antisocial. I gotta get a little factual real quick.
Subscribers, listen to me. Listen, subscribers, listen. We ain't talking about y'all, okay? We are talking to the collective. We are not singling nobody out. We are talking to a whole. When we get up here, we are talking to everybody. So if something hits your soul, that means that may be something you need to work on, okay?
Jersey Rich, what up, though, bro? Appreciate you. Hey, so look, this is just what it is, right? When you become successful in things, you begin to understand it's sacrifices in it, right? One of the biggest sacrifices you got to make to be successful is mediocrity. And when you sacrifice that, it'll be people around you who will say you changed, you did this. No, I'm just not saying the same. You're supposed to change. Every year you get older. Why wouldn't you change? You physically change, you're supposed to mentally and spiritually. That's what growth is. Growth is change. If you're not changing, you're not growing. That's just reality. You look in nature and observe it. Anything that grows changes over time. So staying the same is no growth. That's facts. And people are uncomfortable with that. And people may not be able to do that, and they don't want people around them to do it neither. I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. I'm going to continue to change because I'm going to continue to grow. That's the whole part of life, right? Trees grow until they die. Trees don't stop growing until they die. Plants does not stop growing until they die. That's nature. That's something we all can observe and learn from. We are not supposed to stop growing, stop changing until we die. Flat and simple. So if somebody change up, what's the circumstance? Right? How asinine would it be of me to do the same thing that I did when I had 1,000 subscribers, and now I got 30,000? That would be asinine for me to do the same thing. It would be asinine for me to not try to capitalize off of the success that I had. 'Cause- 'What's the purpose of me pushing live? What's 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 the purpose of me pushing live? That'd be asinine. And when you grow, you change, but guess what? Other people change too. Other people change too. And I don't fault nobody for anything they do in their life. People go do what's best for them. And I understand that. At any point in time, my wife can decide to do something different with her life. I don't own nobody, don't nobody own me, right? So how do you control it? I appreciate that, Ms. B. Mic sound muffled. Can y'all hear me? Mic check. Can y'all hear me? So how do you control the ID, right? You control the ID by understanding first, member awareness, AAA for everything. I'm telling you, it's like life insurance. It's like auto insurance. It's always there for you. AAA system. First, you have to become aware. What part of the ego are you functioning out of? Are you functioning out your super ego? Are you functioning out your ID? One of them is in control. So you have to determine which one. Then you understand the situation you're in. Which one is more valuable in this situation? Is it the ID? Is it the super ego? Or do you need a balance of both? Well, how do you balance? You think, you rationalize. That's how you balance the two. You might need a little compassion, but you might need to be stern with it. The way you control your ego is not to allow either portion of it to run rampant. That means the conscious, the actual ego is in charge. When you talk about control, that's what control is, right? You're driving a car and the car is going 100 miles per hour and you can't stop it, you ain't in control. If you walking your dog and your dog is dragging you, you're not in control. To control something, you have to determine the choices. First, you make the decision for it. You decide what choices it has. So to control your ego, you have to choose which one is more valuable in the situation you're in. So I give you something. So check this out. Say if I'm driving down the street, right? Say it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I see a car with its hazardous lights and someone under the hood. Right? My ID might say, that ain't my problem. Let me keep going. I got to get home. My super ego might say, hey, somebody's in need. Stop and help. The way I rationalize that, I take in consideration of the circumstances. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. The person under their hood. Am I even equipped to help them? Should I just stop and say, hey, can I call somebody for you? And the reason I use that is because one day I didn't stop. I kept going. And the next day when I came to work, it wasn't 4 o'clock in the morning though, but next day when I came to work, they told me a story when they brought a body in. This guy stopped to help somebody on the freeway. And when he got out, he got robbed and unalive. And I asked him what time it was. He told me 11:45. I asked him the area. It was 3 stops from the hospital exit. That's the car I drove past. That's the person I drove past. My super ego wanted me to stop, to help the person. There's a person in need and help. My ID told me to go home. I didn't have tools in my car. They was under the hood. It wasn't like I could help them change the tire. I would probably, if it was a tire, I probably would have stopped. I can do that, but I have nothing to work on no engine. So I kept going. I know that's an extreme, but when you rationalize, you logically think what's best for the situation. Is it beneficial for me to help, or should I just be selfish and walk away? Sometimes the superego, you would take the higher road, right? Is this even worthy for me to address? And shout out to Tay Eats, man. Tay Eats, let's just say she rationalized with my super ego today. And I chose to take the higher road. Shout out to Tay Eats. Shout out to the 9. But see, King, that's why I'm doing this live. Because we say the ego can always get in people way. It's really not the ego. It's the function of the ego. Not the ego that's bad. It's the part of the ego you allow to take over, because the ego is you, is your conscious self. So when people get selfish and self-centered, that's their functioning out their ID. That's their lower part. And it's important to be able to identify that, because that tells where a person functions from highly. You can see where people, armed with this information, you can see where people function from. You can understand if you put yourself around someone who's only looking to survive, that's their mindset. That's how they think. So at any point in time, they take advantage of you. They functioning out their ID. The only thing they're thinking about is their own personal desire. What benefits them? That's not their ego. That's their little devil. That's their ID. Now you understand a person really, truly doesn't have self-control, because they letting either part run rampant. Mr. West is in the building. Hold on, man. Hold on.
Keith West is in the building, y'all. Welcome, Mr. West.
Keith, you know I'm always show you love, bro. Always show you love.
I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve in a world that's lost its way.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor.
Hey, Relis, bro. When I heard that, I was like, man, that's slapping, bro. That's my jam. That's my jam. Hey, man, Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get all this situated. That's the next step. All the audio. You know, I want the people to be able to hear me clearly. I apologize for that. But yeah, we gonna get all that fixed. We gonna get that Yeti. We gonna get that blue Yeti down. But yeah, so yeah, this is it's not something complicated. You know, it's just being armed with the proper information, the right information. It's easy to control. Because we be aware. You have to first be aware of something to control it. Awareness is key. Being in the moment. That's why the ego is the conscious. So the form of it that's in the moment, part of it that can rationally think, and take other things into consideration, not just your own. You know, like the realest one said, think of your ego like this, always acting accordingly. Shout out to the realest one. Y'all see that on the board. Always act accordingly. This is the always act accordingly zone. This is the area where we display decorum. You know, this is the area where we got our ego under control. We are the ego. You know, walk into that, own it. That's responsibility, right? People, accountability to this, be responsible for it. And you won't have to be accountable. Accountability is not something that you want to get into, but it's necessary. Yeah, things happen in life. You know, mistakes go happen, accidents happen, yeah. But if you're responsible, the more responsible, the less accountable. Yeah, so, and that's us acting accordingly. Shout out to the realest one. Act accordingly zone. But that's the whole point, right? Shep in the building. What up, bro? I was trying to get on that panel, man. My daughter was going 8. Bro, you was dropping science, bro. You was dropping. Y'all both had good points, though. You know, I wanted to get up there and elaborate on it. But my daughter, she wasn't having it, bro. She the boss of the house right now. we conform to her. But yeah, that was a great conversation, man. Y'all got to get over to Miss Renee channel. Tuesdays they had a man talk, the men panel. On Wednesdays they have a female panel. So definitely, Shep, you can drop that link in here, bro. Yeah, but the ego is just it's just us, our conscience, us being responsible for our decision. You know, being responsible for the choices you make. That's what the ego is. It's balancing of the two, the conscious version who can take in account the outside environment, just not you wanting to do the right thing. You know, sometimes we may want to do the right thing just at the wrong time. You may want to help people, but you might help the wrong person. Like, think about Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man didn't take down a criminal because of what he went through, right? They gypped Spider-Man out some money. And the dude robbed the place. Spider-Man didn't stop him. And then what happened? His uncle lost his life. If Spider-Man would have stopped him in that instant, no matter what just happened to him, if he would have did the right thing, then the uncle probably would have still been alive. But he was like, you know what? Who cares if y'all get robbed? Y'all just robbed me. And what happened? He got robbed again. So sometimes we may want to do the right thing at the wrong time, or we might not do the right thing at the right time. So it's just us making that choice, being able to rationally think, look at the situation, observe the conditions and the circumstances, and acting accordingly. That's what it is. That's how you control it. You determine which one functions at which time. Sometimes you need to thrive and survive. You know, you talk about being successful in business, like I said, you have to sometimes you have to make decisions that may be unpopular at times. But without making those decisions, you might not get where you're trying to go. Your biggest scare was Tay trolling you? Oh, Tay was busy. Tay been busy all day. Oh, did I share this out? I don't know, Miss V, did I share this out? If I always tag you, I don't know if I shared this out. I was playing with the audio, trying to get that right. Yeah, hey, if y'all hear, y'all know where that came from. Y'all see it. It came from the realest one. AAA. We got 2 AAA systems over here, right? The first one is from the book of the word. Awareness, accept, action. But we also got another AAA, always acting accordingly. We use both of those. Shout out to the realest one again. So yeah, it's not rocket science. You know, people. This is what I'm saying about knowledge too. People withhold knowledge like it's something that people can't comprehend, and even when they give it to you, they suit it up and put all this unnecessary sauce. I call it GMO. Anything fake is GMO. I'm gonna just say that. Fake people, they GMO. There's GMOs around. Be careful. So if y'all hear me say that, y'all know what I'm alluding to. Thanks for being busy. Hey, Shep was up there preaching, man. Y'all should go check that out. Definitely check it out. Shep was up there doing his thing. Shep was definitely doing his thing. But, you know, this is something, it takes practice, you know. Because like I said, it's you determining which one you function out of. Because like I said, it's times like even on here, right? Like clarity. And this is why I appreciate my sisters, all of them, Anti, KMSV, because they will tell me whatever they feel at any time they feel it. I appreciate that. You know why? Because it's real and it gives me clarity, helps me understand. There's no fog, it's clear. I don't have to guess. That right there is priceless. You know, when you're working with somebody, you want to know what they think. You know, when you're in a relationship, can you imagine your spouse? You don't know what your spouse is thinking. You don't know what someone is thinking that's close to you. That can make you paranoid. You know, it can have you looking at things in the wrong way. If they move funny, it may be an accident, but you may feel it's intentional. So clarity is great. I don't have to guess. I don't have to wonder. They just keep it raw and real. That right there is priceless. I don't have to worry. I can focus on what I'm doing. One of the ladies can drop it. The ladies got it. Y'all want to drop the link for Shep? I'm on restrictions, bro. He came to a conclusion I can't drop a link. I gotta have one of the ladies drop it. I'm in trouble. That pool ain't my ninja. But it's good when you got clarity. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to butter up Tay, because they're gonna drop it in a second. Miss Tracy, what up though? Appreciate you. Hey, Miss Tracy going crazy on Clapper. I ain't playing. Rumor Vid, what up, Super? Appreciate you. Yeah, so like that, you know, just knowing that people got your back, and it's just easier for you to do what you got to do, right? I don't have to worry about when my wife ain't around. You know, people, I hear people, oh, my wife ain't here. I'm checking her this, checking. I don't get to do all that. I make sure she's safe. You know, she constantly call and check in and stuff, but you keep missing alive. I appreciate you, sir. But I ain't got to worry about my wife. I ain't got to worry about what she doing, what she ain't doing. I don't. She clear with me. My wife tells me about every guy who hit on her, and it never annoyed me because it was honesty. You know, if a woman flirted, I mean, if a guy flirted with her, she'd tell me. Especially when we worked together at the hospital, she was like, "I don't want you to get upset. I don't want you." No, just let. I mean, is you you? I had to allow her to do that because she wanted to do that. She wanted to be clear. So I want to go say, I don't want to hear about this. No, you know, that helps her and it helps me. I know she don't hide stuff from me. So you don't have to worry about nothing. You can just focus on what you need to do. Here's my phone. I just forgot where I put it. Yeah, yeah, you can knock it out after. Yeah. Hey, she got you. but that's but that's how that as far as being able to and then coming on here, right? My bad, I lost train of thought looking in the chat. But coming on here, right? This I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's weird, the people weird. Um like I never felt like because I got subscribers that, you know, I was better than nobody. But I looked at it like I can utilize them. It gives me some type of position where I can help not only myself but the people who helping me. You know, so you begin to do that. You begin to work out different things. Okay, now we have an opportunity, but then people feel like you changed up. Like I said, you change with growth. If you not if you're not growing, if you're not changing, then you're not growing. I can't do the same thing I did last year, this year. What progress is that? Ain't nobody trying to be perfect, but we are trying to progress. If you want something in life, you can't wait for it to come to you. You got to go get it. And guess what? It's going to be trials and tribulations on that road. It's going to be there. And if you ain't ready for it, then yeah, it's going to knock you off track. But if you prepare for it, oh, let's battle. Okay, I understand. Yeah, we got to fight. I got to fight through this. But it's worth it because I know where I'm going. You might have to lose some baggage. You might have to hike up a hill, and guess what? You can't take that big backpack. It's going to weigh you down. So you got to let that backpack go and everything in it just to get to the top of the hill. Are you willing to do that? We did that live. What are you willing to sacrifice for success? That ain't saying you got to sell your soul. No, but you got to sell mediocrity. You got to sell comfortability. You think successful people was comfortable while they was becoming successful? This is the thing, right? In this society, for some reason, people want their reward before they put the work in for it, right? And then this is just how the universe works. You either go pay for it now or pay for it later. One of the two things go happen. I'd rather pay for it before I get it. Don't give me no advance. Let me put the work in, and that way when I get to my reward, I can enjoy it. Because see, this is what happens. People want the reward right away, and when they get it, then they realize, oh, now I got to put work in. Now I got to pay for it. Yeah, you were sitting there and enjoying it, but now you got to put the work in. So I'd rather pay for it up front. No credit, I got cash. Cashing things out. I ain't using credit. We're going to put the work in. And when we get it, we get it. Like even that short, right? I blew up off of one short. It was a remix. It wasn't technically even my content. Only thing I did was put my face and laugh on it. But guess what? There's a lot of people that did that with that same short. Some of them got more than me. Some of them didn't get nothing. So that's divine. That was my reward for putting the work in that I did for a whole year. When I first started this, I didn't know how to edit. I took the time to learn. I did things to add to my show. I did that. No one did it for me. I put the work in. I learned different techniques. I researched different topics to talk about. I put work in. I just don't push live and talk. Anything that I talk about is my content. And you know what? While we on the subject, I'll let my balls hang a little bit, right? Because since I've been on here, I have said things, I have did things. And people emulated me. I didn't say nothing. You know why? Because I'm used to creating. It's natural to me. I done made things and gave it away. I don't care about that. That I don't care about. Some people give me flowers, some people don't. I can't control what no one else does. I can only control me. So when I see it, I recognize it. I understand it. It is what it is. It is what it is. But don't think I don't see it. Don't think I don't hear it. Yeah, and like I can't go back and look at my content and then look at your content and see who was talking about what first. I know concept. The stuff I talk about, I lived it. I can explain it to the atom. I can make it simple or I can make it academic. I can give you book terms or I can give you something you can see for yourself. I don't try to be all prissy and show how educated I am. No, I come to give people information. So I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible. Something that they can actually use. I'm not coming on here to try to sound smarter than everybody. No, I'm trying to give you some sauce. If you take it, you take it. If you don't, you don't. That's what I do. But yeah, I don't say nothing. I see it, I hear it. Concepts, though. This is what I'm saying, right? It's levels to everything, right? Most people talk about affirmation. Let's talk about affirmations, right? That's the most common thing. To me, I did affirmation, but then when I start practicing Buddhism, hey, why are you chirping? Kalani, if you in the shadows, I'm on live, bro. Probably ain't in the shadow. But when I studied Buddhism, when I practiced Buddhism, I learned about mantras. Mantras are different from affirmation. Mantras are things you live by. So when you hear somebody saying mantras, you're like, oh yeah. Ask them to explain it. Ask them, where do you get it from? How do you get a mantra? Mantra wasn't something someone came up with themselves. Mantra was given to them by the Buddhist temple. Was given to them by the elders. This is your mantra to live by. Everyone had different mantras, but it was assigned to them. That ain't what people will tell you, because they didn't practice it. They read it. You can Google anything. That don't mean it's right. There's a difference between applying something and reading something. Anybody who went to school will tell you they learned more doing the job than they learned in school. Yeah, it prepared you. But when you practice things, when you live things, that's when you get the essence of it. That's when you understand the methodology, how it works, how you can utilize it at any point. That's what So when you hear that, I would say that anybody on here trying to educate you, tell them to educate you. Don't just tell me something. Show me how it works. Even all these self-help gurus, these Tony Robinsons, all that, they give you framework so you can come back. They give you a shot of it. All these self-help books. What was that? The Secret? Oh, this is the secret of manifestation. Why you ain't telling them about the other 11 principles that they need to incorporate to manifest? Why you ain't telling that? Best-selling book. Not even half of the information you need. This is what they do, and people eat it up because most people are sheeps. They don't want to put the work in. They don't want to learn. They want somebody to give them. But you go get the shit from the wrong person. That's what's going to happen. Question everything. Everything should be questioned. If it can't be explained, it don't matter. People got to stop accepting things because it sound good and it make you feel good. No, I want to know. Don't tell me no half nothing. If you go give it to me, give it to me. This is why I'm just being honest. This is why I don't deal with people. Because I don't accept mediocrity. And for some reason, that scared the shit out of people. That scare people. When you want better, when you want more. What, you think you got to do more? No, it's just for me. I'm not a threat to you. I just want more. The only difference is I'm not going to be here. I'm going higher. If you want to go, let's go. I never had a problem with that. Why y'all think I always been transparent on her, what I was doing? I was hoping people would be like, hey, that sounds good. I want to do it too. I can't pressure nobody into greatness. That was my intention the whole time. I told you I had phases. I had to learn. I had to see how things work. But I wouldn't just go stop there. Never did in my life. I'm legally blind, and that shit don't stop me. So you think any adversity in life, I've never been stopped. The way to stop me is to put me down. Until that day, I'm going to keep moving up. Ignorant. That's the only thing I know how to do is keep getting better. I say this constantly. I try to find something to do better today than I did yesterday. I live by that. I learn something new every day. Been doing that since I was 13. I'm not going to stop. If it's a word, if it's a concept, if it's an understanding, if it's a skill, if it's a trade, something new has to become. I have to grow. That's innate to me. It's impulsive. Everybody ain't built like that, and everybody don't need to be built like that. That's just me. I'm not saying if you don't do it, you're any less than me. I'm just saying that's me. Why can't I be me? Why do people always, like, man, look, mediocrity. Mediocrity is people functioning out their ID. When people just want to be normal. When people, I wasn't born to be normal. I wasn't born to be the same as nobody. No, I wasn't born to do that. I don't know how it feels, and I'm not interested in it. I like diversity. There's people who got deeper drive than I do, and I know. And hopefully one day I can match their drive because they're highly successful. Y'all ain't let my boy up? Where's Shep at? Shep, they ain't let you up, bro? I'm gonna have to drop the link on. Y'all better let Shep up. I'll hold my boy hostage. Hold on, Shep. I just got to, hold on, where's my phone? I can't believe y'all treating Shep like that. Oh, he disappeared. He probably thought you wouldn't go drop it. Now you gotta, you know what you gotta sing to him? Hold on. I had to stop that because they had copyright strike me. I swear by the moon and the stars. Look, I got enough clip for a video. But yeah, I'm gonna clip this and turn it into a shorter. But I just wanted to say that, man, because it's so much. Look, man, I don't know, man. Like people, I always say I can only be what I'm allowed to be. I promise you. I'm not a bad person, but I am not a good person at the same time. I'm both. That's just what I am. I'm not afraid of it. I don't run from it. I don't try to hide it. I be what's necessary in that moment. I will function out of either side of my ego. I'm at peace. This is why I say that. Who asked that? Was that ARD? When I told him, oh, Mr. Nice Guy, like, nah, bro, I ain't never said that. I told people, if you watch my content long enough, I am only what I'm allowed to be. You see this side of me because the people who I rock with, they allow me to be the. But you come do some fuck shit, you will be in quicksand, and you put yourself there. I didn't do it. I don't put people in quicksand. I put it around me. And if you come with any ill intent, you go sink yourself. And it's people sinking. I didn't do it. I ain't did nothing but what I always been doing when I came on here. I try to help. If I stick my hand out and you don't take it, that's your fault. You ain't take my hand when it was out. You can't call for it later. If I extend myself and you don't take it, then whose fault is that? I can't be available for you 24/7 for anybody. That's not reality. Commander, what up, though? But I'm saying that's not reality. I extend my hand to help you, and you don't take it then, and you come back months later like, hey, you know, where's that help at? Well, it's back there where I left it. It's not up here where I'm at now. I'm like, look, y'all seen, look at the content. Anything I ever did on here is on here. There's a couple things hidden, and we know why. That's not content to me. I'm not trying to go at nobody, or I'm straight. I'm trying to build people. I ain't trying to break them. But the reality is, sometimes you got to show people a mirror. You know, sometimes you got to show them a mirror. And what they see is not my fault. You're just seeing a reflection of yourself. You decided not to look at it and do the work and fix it. So now I'm going to just show you. Yeah, Commander, yeah, and you know what, bro? And see, that's what I'm saying, bro. I don't come on here for that, bro. And it's not hard. It ain't like I can't do it. It's a distraction. And then I had to understand that, right? This is what I just came to this understanding as we was going live. Like sometimes people realize that they can't stop you, and their only hope is to slow you down, right? That literally just came into my mind. I don't know if that's the ancestors, but it's a thought that came in my mind. You know, they can't stop you, so they have to slow you down. Shout out to Anti, because she said that the other day too. Maybe that's what it was. I just didn't hear it in her voice. But, you know, sometimes people can't stop you. They just got to slow you down. And that's what distractions are. You know, that's what distractions are. So you just have to stay focused. I have to stay focused. I have to learn how to take my own advice at times. You know, I said that the other day. You ain't giving advice that you can take, don't give it. If you won't take your own advice, it probably ain't even valuable because you won't even do it. So what you gonna give it to somebody else for? You can't do nothing with it. What can they do with it? But I gotta learn. I be giving some good advice, but we busy. We're busy. We busy. We busy. We busy. And the busier you stay, the less all that distractions will matter anyway. You know, I just got to take my own advice. You know, you always have that moment of clarity. You know, and you see things for what they are. That's the important part. Just see things for what they are. And back to the subject though, just focusing on the moment, doing what it takes, rational thinking, observing the situations and the environment you're in. That's how you gain control of your ego. Determining which one, because one of them go function. You need both of them. They part of you. It's a part of you. And that ID, that bad boy will come out to protect you, baby. Sometimes you gotta allow it to protect you though, because if you function highly out that super ego, it's gonna be at battle with that ID. Like my grandmother, for instance, right? My grandmother, my dad's mom, she never wore pants. And I don't know if my dad ever told that story, but she never wore pants until the day she had to go into a nursing facility. You know, she had dementia real bad, and you know, so they had to put her in a nursing facility because she would like get up and walk, and she lived right like in front of her house was like a highway. It wasn't like a highway; it was only 2 cars. But was that a highway? What do they call it? It's not a freeway, but it was a busy. You can go 55 down it, so it was a busy street. But she got to the point where she walked out the gate and walked to the street, because across the street was a little, you know, mom and pop store. You know, she had dementia. She didn't really know what she was doing, and it was parts of the time my cousin wasn't at home, so we had to, you know, they had to put her in the nursing facility. So anyway, she never wore pants until the day she went in there, and they put pants on her. And she did that because like she lived the word. When we talk about the Bible, she lived that. When you talk about turn the other cheek, she would do that. She was always giving, always helping. I went through hell watching her to go through what she did because I knew of her faith. But she functioned highly out of her super ego. She would take her shirt off your back and give it to you. So it was times where, you know, I seen her taken advantage of as a kid. See, even functioning out of that, it's not good all the time. It's not good to function out the super ego because people will take advantage of you. So sometimes you need that ID to protect you from you. That lower part, that dog, that dragon, you need that to protect yourself. Like I said, when I was driving home, that was my ID who told me to keep driving. That could have been me if I stopped. Hey, Commander, that's deep, and that's facts too. When you help others with advice, is a reflection back on you, and ultimately helps you too. That's why I say a lot of this is therapeutic. You know, like shout out to Perpetual. You know, when she came on here and was like, "Dude, you saved my life," I'm looking like, man, that feel good. That feel good. Someone to say, "Hey, you did something and benefited me. It helped me," and that's why I kept doing it. I didn't come on here to break nobody down. I ain't trying to make nobody feel bad or nothing like that. I'm straight. I know there's people on here to do it, but that's just not me. It has never been me. I have no track record of it. You can check my videos. You can hear me from my second video. You can hear me calling things as the ID. The lectures, I thought I'm giving you the tools. I've been saying it since I came on. These are tools. These are tools. These understanding, these concepts. These are tools. Tools you can use to benefit you. My second video, I was saying it. Third. First video on private, so it's actually the third. But I've been saying that. Shay Love in the building. What up, Shay? But I've been saying that these are tools. So always been doing it. But like I said, with growth comes responsibility. The older we get, right, the more responsibilities we get. When you're a kid, you can tear up the house, right? When you're a teenager, you got to clean the house. Now you're responsible. Same thing. Anything you grow in, you grow responsibilities too. Any major thing you try to do in life, right? If I go from being a janitor to going to be a doctor, do you think my responsibilities didn't? I got to carry myself a different way. I'm gonna walk different, talk different. I'm gonna be looked at different. So with any growth in life, you go change. Do your morals or your values change? I don't think that changes. But the way you move, yeah, you got to move different. You think? Do you see like anybody who made it from the hood, right? Do you see them going back to the hood with their Maseratis, with their Lambos, with all this pocket of money? Do you see them going out flashing things to people who living in poverty? No. They have to move different. If they go back to the hood, they probably got security with them. Or if you from this hood, why you got security? Because people from this hood will knock my noodles out and take what I got. So yeah, I have to move like this. You have to take care of whatever you grow. If you don't take care of it, somebody go take it. That's reality. Anything you gain, you can lose. All these subs I got, I can lose them, and I can wake up in the morning, my channel can be gone. I can wake up in the morning, everybody can unsub. So I have to find ways to grow what I have. Why would I stop trying to grow it? Why would I stop? Why wouldn't I be more purposeful? Do you think Mr. Beast finished like he started? As he grew, do you think he stopped or kept doing the same thing over and over? Did this thing? No, he had to change. He had to do things different. He had to get more creative, and that took more time. Already, I don't have time. Some days I can chill and kick it on YouTube. A lot of days I can't. I got my babies. I'm with my babies. That's what I do. My family is first. That's why I come on here when they sleep or when my wife relaxes and laying down. Do you know? And I'm being honest. I'm being transparent again. I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but I'm being transparent. Before those subs came, I wasn't about to invest that much time in YouTube no more. I got a life coaching business. I'm getting off the ground. Okay, I'm not getting paid off YouTube no more. So why don't I just wait till I get monetized, focus on the life coaching business? And when I get monetized, then I can implement the life coaching business with what I'm doing on YouTube. That was my plan. So I was going to pull back from this a little bit, go live a couple days a week just to keep the stuff going. Look at around the time I get demonetized. I wasn't going live every night. I wasn't on YouTube every day. I took a step back, right? The numbers brought me back to doing it full time like that. to put more effort and energy because I understood I had an opportunity. With this opportunity, I can not only grow me, but I can help grow other people. That was my mindset. That's what I wanted to do. But then reality sunk in, right? Then I realized like I can only help those who allow me to help. That's the only thing. I can't help everybody. I can only help those who allow me. I can only help those who accept. First, I got to help myself. Because just because I got 31,000, I'm not getting thousands of views on my videos. I went up a couple numbers, but it ain't thousands. So I got to find a way to convert. I got to find a way to use this. I got to find a way. That's the only way I can help other people. If I can figure it out, help myself. So that's why I changed. That's why I am going to continue to change. That's why I'm going to keep finding new ways and better ways to do what I'm doing better and greater. That's just what I'm going to do. I can't help that I'm creative. I can't help that there's really people in my corner cheering me on, rooting me on, pushing me, supporting me. I can't help that. I can't. I'm not trying to. Rudy, what up, though? Appreciate you, Rudy. How about that? That's what I'm talking about, Commander. Hey, man, Commander is like one of my super mods. I got to come up with something special for Commander because I really appreciate you. You know, I'm a look, man. Y'all my people, bro, and I appreciate y'all listening to me right now. I know y'all already got what y'all came for, but y'all still rocking out with me. I appreciate that. Is that why I'm acting funny? Hey, I would be acting even more funnier if I was getting money. I'm just playing. No, I would. I don't sell out. But yeah, I'm changing because I'm growing. You know, that's what comes with growth, change. You know, maturity. You know, it's that's what I'm saying. Shout out to Miss B too. Look, man, I'm gonna just tell y'all now. Y'all ain't got a Miss B. Nah, nanny boo boo. Nah, nanny boo boo. Hold on. I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying.
If you ain't got a Miss B, nah, nanny boo boo.
But this is what I'm saying. I think I just messed all my audio up. Can y'all hear me? Big Dog Philly, what up, though? I don't even know if my mic working now. The static went away. But this is what I'm saying. Like even today, Ms. B hit me up like, look, you don't need this on your page, you don't need that on your page. It's taking up space, it's a waste. You don't even want people to see this audio. Look, your mic sucks. Your mic really sucks. You need a new mic. We can't hear you. It sucks. I don't even want to listen to you half the time. Fix your mic. You need people like that. She see the potential I got. The audio jacked a little bit. Hold on, let me do this. I think I need a stronger mic for the soundboard I got. But I'm about to get a whole new soundboard. How about that? Is that better? Yeah, I got a couple mics. I got a couple soundboards. I'm about to invest in some new equipment anyway. So I might do a giveaway. Yeah, I might do. What real estate? Definitely short attention span on here. Unless you, that's good, Didi. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's like check. Okay, now I can hear myself. I couldn't hear my. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I need to hear myself, but yeah. Lisa J in the building. Have to get the Shay Cat interview. Oh, the Shay Shay. I'm like, I thought. Hey, Commander, I was about to say, our Shay interview Cat Williams. Like seriously? I was about to say, go ahead, Tay. You already know. Why don't you bring your butt up here and ask the question? You know, ask from the chat. You got me reading and stuff, knowing I can't see. Where James at? James, I need to know what. Oh, it took me 2 days. You know, I got ADHD, and I was watching it, and then I was like, okay, I don't want to watch it no more. But it's really like I said. Even when I did that video, he didn't say nothing we ain't already know. Not to me. I don't think he said something that we didn't know already. You know, them rich people weird. They do weird things because they got a lot of money, ain't got nothing else to do. And we know that. But yeah, I don't really think. I mean, I wouldn't shop. And a man wearing a hairpiece, you know something wrong with him. Like you fronting like this was your really your hair, bro. Like, oh no, that's bad news. Where you at, sis? What question you have? You don't gotta come up here if you don't want to. 'Cause I know we about to go over the antis in a minute. What time is it? Yeah, anti about to go live. You know, I really just wanted, and I know, like when I get into these lectures, like it's probably gonna be like 30 minutes. Like I don't be trying to run the info unless y'all got questions. Like I always say, cooperation is motivation. So the more questions y'all ask, the more information I can build on. What up, though, sis? What up, Nine?
Hey, what's good?
Chilling, chilling.
Okay, so I missed the ego. I have to go back. Okay. So the questions I might ask, you might have probably went over already or said, because I missed like what, 10, 15 minutes or something like that.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You know, we can delineate anytime.
So when someone is competing with you, is that considered like an ego thing? They're operating in a lower ego?
Yeah, I would say because this is why I say because a lot of times what I say is the motive. You know, sometimes people will compete with you to get better, but sometimes people will compete with you to be better than you, not to better themselves, not to look at people as okay, still sharpen steel, iron sharpen iron. That's why, like my brother Keith said, you know, healthy competition. You know, it takes two people though. Both parties have to understand that. So if you competing with me, it has to be a winner and a loser. And in competition, you know, you do whatever you got to do to win, right? So a lot of times when people competing with you and you don't know they're competing, they do things to make it work out in their event. They thriving and surviving, so they go do whatever they got to do. You know,
Meaning they cutthroat
they
when you say
cutthroat.
they got to do what they got to do?
Mm-hmm. They be cutthroat. So I mean that's polar opposite of what the super ego, right? Because with the super ego, what you do is give. You do things to benefit humanity. You will sacrifice your own personal needs for the benefit of others, functioning out your super ego. So if you're willing to do whatever to get advantage or take advantage of another person, then you functioning out your ID.
Okay. So if, for example, right, say for example, I'm secretly competing with someone, right? And my lower self is wanting to compete. So to rationalize that in your mind, what would you need to say to self?
Why do you feel the need to compete with someone else? Like, why is it important for you to compete with this person? Like, when I was younger, like, even playing football, right? They tell you, oh, you have to compete for the position. I couldn't understand why. Why do I need to be better than him? Why can't I just be best for the position? I don't have to look and gauge myself from this person. I can just be the best version of me and win a job because the best person gets the job. So I don't technically have to be better than anyone. I just have to be more efficient. I have to be the best person for the job. I don't have to be better than anyone. I can just be the best person for the job. That's like this, right? What we
Mhm.
do. We the 9%. We motivate, inspire, and educate. That's what we do, right? All of us do it in our own unique ways. I'm different from Tay. Tay different from Anti. Anti different from Word. You know, if I compete, well, I'm gonna try to get more numbers than Tay. I'm gonna try to get more people in my live than Anti. If I'm secretly doing that, wouldn't I be doing little sneaky stuff to be better than you? If we all a team, and I'm looking at Tay like, okay, yeah, I want more numbers than you. Will I do anything to benefit your numbers? If I'm
No,
trying to get, no, I won't.
because you worried
I'm gonna
about
be.
you.
I'm worried about me. So what if I got a not? We supposed to be working together, right? What if I see something you do, like, okay, got an idea, something that might make that better for her? I was working on my idea. I wouldn't tell you. If I was competing with you, I wouldn't tell you. I withhold information. Now you see why people withhold knowledge. They don't want other people to have it. It makes them feel powerful. They know something other people don't.
So the super ego is like you giving back. It's you giving back to others, and basically you're putting out good karma for yourself.
Hmm. The more you
And
give to
then
others, the more others be willing to give to you.
so basically when you in your lower ego, it's basically really just insecurities. Would you say?
I would say yay and nay
Depending
because
on what the
yeah,
situation is,
what the
right?
situation is because sometimes it's just literally survival. Sometimes people that's like this, right? The analogy I gave, like I had one of my when I was doing real estate, it was a young dude, he was younger than me. He was like 23. He just finished paying off a jet, just finished paying it off. And you know what he told me? He said, the real estate game is dirty. He said the people in the office right next to you, they be willing to cut your throat for a deal, especially if it's a big deal, because everybody trying to feed their family. He said, but I promise you, the more you give people, the more people will be willing to give to you. He said, I didn't get this jet by cutting people's throats. That I got it from giving to people. He said other people will be around you doing things. You do the right thing, and people will see the consistency of you doing the right thing, and they'll be willing to help you, willing to come to you, willing to give you the deal.
Yeah, that sound good, but people greedy.
Yeah. Like even when I was on the street, right? When I had people associated with me, I'm gonna use that term. I made sure everybody ate good, so wouldn't nobody be hungry. You know what happened when people get hungry? They tend to turn on
They
the
get
pack.
hangry.
They eat their own arm. Let a person get hungry enough they eat they self. So if you feeding everybody, you making sure everybody good. Ain't nobody looking at you as food. They looking at you as you're feeding them. That's where that term "don't bite the hand to feed you." You know, when people say that. But what if that hand is starving you and only feeding you when it wants to? Is you not go bite it? Hey, wow, what up, though? And that's what happened. That bite a thumb off, realist. That's why I try to make sure anybody who I ever worked with is I'm feeding them the same energy they're giving me. Sometimes you give people a little more because they need it, and next time when you need it, they might give you more. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's why I always say live in gratitude. You know, I try my best to live being grateful for everything, even the adversities in life. I'm thankful for because it can give you clarity. It can help you see things you might not have seen before. You know, so even that, even the hate, when people hate on you, be thankful. You know, especially if they show you, because then you can see it. Imagine if they hating on you behind your back. So even be grateful for the people who hate on you in front of you. Try to live in gratitude anyway.
Man, I could respect the person that let me know up front they don't like me.
Yeah. Yeah, those people be grateful for, you know, at least you know. You know, that's why I
Mhm.
say I appreciate you. I mean, uh, it's just, I don't even know the word, the term, but it's like, you know, and let me say this too. Um, these sisters did not come to me and say, "Hey, let's link up." You know, after I got my sub, I went to them. You feel me? Like, and I
And
was
you
just
did it before you
before,
had got
yeah,
it.
it was before I got the sub. You know, I went to them and said, "Hey, look, I got this crazy idea. I think it might work." They was like, "Fill me in." I'm like, "Here it go." And they was like, "Shit, let's rock." And then what? About a week later, it just started shooting up. Like I said, I posted that November 2nd. It didn't take off until the holidays.
Hmm. But we had already decided we was gonna do this.
Mm-hmm. And then we just got a leg up. But see, that's what I'm saying. Just being grateful because you could have been like, well, no, I'm doing my own thing. Y'all believed in me. Like, yeah, let's do this. And that's what I didn't have the subs. You know? I didn't have nothing. I was demonetized. You know, I'm
Hmm.
trying to, put lightning in the bottle. But guess what happened? As soon as we linked up, next thing you know, the numbers went up.
Hmm.
So that's divine. Views went up. You know, we got branding opportunities. My bad. I'm be quiet.
Yeah, be quiet because you be up here telling everything. I'll be
Yes,
like,
this
if he don't shut up.
Keith. Really, y'all don't know I got cussed out earlier. She was like, "Bro, shut up." Anti cracking up. Like, yeah, she got at me, man. She got at me, and that just
He is
shows.
he is really transparent with y'all. He be telling y'all everything. I'll be like, stop telling them everything.
Mm.
You gonna have them people coming attacking us.
And look, this is what I'm saying. When you got good intent, you ain't thinking of something, right? You ain't thinking of something,
No,
right?
but it's like, when you got something good going on for yourself and you tell that one person who you think is happy for you and they don't be happy for you. Yeah, that part.
Mhm. And see, even I don't know. Everybody can be naive at times. Everybody can. You know, ain't nobody susceptible to it. I'm not. Um, you know, but that's why I got, a team. And that's why I appreciate y'all, because y'all see things I don't see, and I'm legally blind, so I can't see a lot. But that's okay. The ladies got my back. They said for me. I don't need to see everything. And setting an example too, because I really, ladies are eye top. What up, though? I really wanted people to know that it's possible to see what we doing. Like that video we did. If we build it, they will come. There's a possibility that we can create something and build something, and it could benefit not just me, but all of us. I'm not one of them people like come to my chat, do this, do this. I want everyone to grow. I don't. I truly do want everyone to grow, but you have to put that work in. It's not people liking you that's gonna grow your channel. It's your content. Shout out to Ms. V. It's your content. That's why I say I don't want you to support us because you like us. I want you to support us because the content is valuable. Kalani, I'm on punishment. You got to ask one of the ladies. I can't drop the link. I'm on probation right now. I can't drop nothing. Look, I told y'all, man. Y'all think I'm nah,
He cut his
man.
fingers off.
Yeah, I can't drop the link, but the ladies can. You can ask one of the ladies, and they helping me run the show. Helping me. I got to focus on this, and they focus on that. The flow.
Commander say link for what?
You got to go through Commander too. Commander don't be playing. This is what I'm telling y'all, man. Commander, hey, she a 9 if she know it or not. Commander is definitely a 9. Commander don't be playing. She like she a top sniper. I'm telling you. She takes control of the chat. She'll make sure everything popping. Oh man. But yeah, when that competition thing, you to think about what I'm saying, like the lower ID helps you thrive and survive. So competition, you almost automatically want to put yourself, allow that part of the ego to take over. If you talk about thriving and surviving, that's the part of the ego you need to do so. And that's what you do in competition. You're trying to win. You don't want to be the loser. Who likes to feel lost? Who likes to be number 2? We want to be number 1. If you're in competition, you want to win. This is why I say, me personally, I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think you have to compete with anyone you're building with. I don't think it's a good thing. There's too many variables involved that's not beneficial. So if you're building with somebody, if you're on the same team, yeah, okay, the best person for the job gets the job. So just build yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more the concept of these words. Like when we was talking last night, when people say submit, that's terms we use for animals. So when you tell a woman to submit, it's almost like you telling her you're beneath me or I'm bigger, greater than you. So why don't we compliment one another? At times you take the lead, at times I'm gonna take the lead. The best person for the job to take the lead so we can be efficient and effective, that's who does it. That's teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
No one has to be lower than anyone. No one has to dominate anyone. Why would you even want to be with someone you have to dominate? That's like if I'm in a group, why do I want to be around people who constantly trying to be better than me? Instead of just becoming the best version of themselves. Like our motto, a better you is a better us. The better we are individually, the better we are collectively.
Right. Man, they
Appreciate
go.
you, Chief. We appreciate you, brother. Kalani, you got to go back to the beginning of the video. I already explained that. That was called ego. Like no, it's called the ID. The ego is conscious self. You got ego. Let me show you. This is the ego. The ego is part of the ID, which has been modified by the direct influence of the external world. That's what Sigmund Freud said. But the reality is the ego is your conscious self. Is you making rational decisions, even by the base of this definition, the influence of the external world, meaning the conditions on the outside, you're rationally thinking, do I function out of my super ego, which is my higher self, or do I function out my lower ego, which is the ID? Is it a selfish thing or is it something that I can contribute to society? Like, can I help someone? Like, even coming on here, right? Coming on here and not, and actually trying to do things that can have the potential to benefit someone. That's me functioning out my super ego. Me wanting to get paid for it. Me coming on here for the sole point of getting paid. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to get this check. That's me functioning out my ID. That means if I gotta roast and toast, I'm gonna get this money. I don't care who I gotta, the fame or I don't care who I gotta talk about. That's me functioning out my ID. But me coming on here saying, look, I'm gonna give you some good information and I'm gonna try to get paid for it. Well, that's balance. It ain't all for the money, but I am trying to help. So I figure if I can benefit people, people might be willing to pay for it. People willing to pay for entertainment. And people don't just pay with money, they pay with their time. That's the most important thing for us for content creators, for our analytics, right? The time. People watching it, clicking on it. That's valuable. So if I can give them something that they willing to exchange their time for and they can benefit from it, then I can get paid from it. But you'll have some people come on here like it's not about the money. I want to get the information to the people, and that's what they focus on. They don't care about no numbers or money and none of that. They just want to get the information to the people.
Teach, teach. That's a good teach right there. Huh?
Oh no, I was looking at Kalani. He said, unfortunately, it take a minute for it to sink in. But I don't see, like, this is reality, right? This is reality. We all come on here for different reasons, for different purposes. And me just focusing on mine, I don't knock why nobody come on here. Everybody come on for their own reason. But when we talking about reality, I give y'all tools y'all can use. When you see people bashing people for the reasons they come on here, that's projection. Why do anybody care if it's not benefiting them? Why I don't care why nobody come on here. That don't move me or do nothing for me. If they want to come on here and not care about numbers, that's fine.
But don't bash the people
Who do?
who
Right.
do, who wanna get on here and see this as a business and wanna make it.
Right.
Yeah, don't bash me for it because I see opportunity. I see, positive dollar bills. I mean, if I'm out here really hustling, putting my content out here, then why wouldn't I want to get a reward for it?
And why shouldn't you get compensated for your intellectual properties. You would be a fool not to. I'm just being
Right.
real. You know how many melanated people had their idea? People in general. Look at Tesla. We would have
Stolen.
had, we would have had free energy if they didn't take his what was it? AB? If they didn't take his formula and reverse engineer it and figure out a way to make people pay for it, we would have
For
had free
gas.
energy. And they stole it.
Mm-hmm.
They stole it. And they made people pay for energy. That's what happens when you don't look to get compensated for your intellectual properties. He was just trying to make stuff and give it to people. He just wanted to benefit the world. And look what happened. They reverse engineered it and found out a way. We've been paying for energy ever since. Something that could be made naturally, no cost. They took it and said, okay, we see how you can give it to people free, so let's figure out how to make people pay for it. So if I create something, why not get paid for it? It's not like I'm out here making BS. Like somebody said, oh, you teach common sense. It's stuff you talking about. Well, why ain't nobody using it? If it's so
And common
easy,
sense is not common.
nah, it's not. It truly is not. But for me to take the
People,
time out, I'm sorry, go
as
ahead.
far as you say, people don't be having no decorum on here anyway. So gotta teach them how to act.
And brother, that's what we go do. That's exactly what we go do. Hey, Big Mix, if you want a topic, always feel free to hit me up, bro. You know, if I can talk about it, or if I can't, I'll find some people who can. You know, we met some truckers the other day. I'm gonna try to get one of them over here to talk about their experience because I think that's a like, man, they make money and it's potential that you can rewrite your whole financial future driving a truck. And I just don't think
Yeah, that
people
was a
hit for
dope
that.
conversation yesterday.
Man, that science he was dropping, I'm looking like, man, if I can drive. Well, yeah, definitely Big Mix. I appreciate that. That's humbling, bro. That is really humbling. You
But
know,
you
but
ain't
I'm
gotta
a,
drive though.
nah, I don't. My auntie got a trucking company, but they got bread. They living on 20 acres. They got horses and everything. And the family drive for her two sons and my cousin. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, brother. I try. You know what? That's what we do over here, bro. I truly feel the better we are individually. You know, I teach self development. You know, because this, I tell my story. I took an unconventional route. You know, therapy didn't work for me. I knew too much of damn psychology for the psychologist to have a conversation with me. I was diagnosing myself like I know what's wrong, literally. So I annoyed the shit out of every psychologist. So you know, I started studying and practicing different religions, spirituality, philosophy. Um, I already, you know, studied psychology, and then everything just clicked. It just started making sense, and I just start seeing things for what it is. And you know, like my mom, she always told me, "Oh, you need to be a motivational speaker, or at least write a book." I ain't writing no book. Like, no, I'm straight. This is like you don't know sometimes how significant of things you did until someone else tells you because you did it. It's like, okay, this is normal. This is life. I have to do this. But then when you tell your story and other people hear it, they like, hold on, bro. And you like you got to look from their perspective sometimes to understand. And then you understand you can actually help other people. You know, that's why I tell people a lot of times when you overcome adversity, when you're ready, share that story. You never know who it might help. You never truly know.
Um, Dang, I was gonna ask you a question.
Yeah, where did Shep go? Y'all gonna get me in
Anton.
trouble by Shep. I'm
Listen, we
blaming
dropped the
y'all.
link for him. Listen, it took us a little minute, but I end up dropping it. And it's not my fault. He left.
Oh, hold me down 1 second. I gotta run to the bathroom.
How you doing, Spice? Cat got your tongue. You can't talk.
Oh, my bad. I was on mute. Lord have mercy. I'm doing good. How are you?
Great. Wonderful.
Mhm.
Anything
Yeah,
you
what
want to
happened
say
to
about the
Bishop?
ego?
Oh no, see that intellectual stuff, that's all you on word.
Y'all
That's
gonna get me in
Okay.
trouble.
I,
You know
I
Shep
know
gonna
my
get on
place.
me. What?
Right. We did drop the link though.
I,
Meow.
oh, I ain't got that one no more. I got this one.
Right. We dropped the link. I thought he was coming up. Even though I got cursed out by Tay.
How?
You ain't cussed me
Girl, I
out.
ain't cuss you out.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
On
Oh
the
Mick,
back end.
Real bad.
oh Mick,
She
I'm gonna
almost
drop.
got blocked.
You ain't gonna block me, girl.
You had a few more seconds. I was about to block you.
I was busy. I am at work. Okay. But no, I just came up with the crew. Y'all know me. I come up on the back end when y'all get done talking y'all intellectual smart talk. I be having my notebook because everything we're just talked about right now, I'm about to go talk about it on my live, and I'm not gonna give him credit.
I ain't smoking this vape around you no more. Realist is your fault. You see what happened? Realist is the CEO of Petty Fam. Did I drop
She
her?
not.
Or did she drop herself? I didn't do that. Realist is the
Who dropped?
CEO. You did.
No,
Realist
I
is the
didn't.
CEO. I didn't do it.
Oh
My
shit.
cursor not even on you. But Realist is is like him and Juju is the founder of Petty Fam. So if they get petty over here, it's their fault.
Mm. Yeah, I'm just telling you what I'm gonna do to your face. Yeah, I'm gonna steal everything you just said.
Well, at least you told me.
Word. So let me ask you a question. It's just real quick. So that's where they get the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the
Angel on
other.
the other one. Yeah, that didn't come out until Sigmund Freud um, produced this concept of the ego. Because it's multiple concepts of what the ego is. And the reason I like Freud's concept is because it correlates with like the ancient Kemetic, the Hindu. I'm not gonna say the Bible because the Bible only talked about two aspects of the soul. But every um, like ancient concept, I think that's what Freud got it from. I mean, he ain't alive for me to ask him, but I'm pretty sure he had to be looking at religion because it all correlates with the soul. And
Let
he
me
and
ask you
Freud,
this, right?
mhm.
Somebody who not really in tune with they self, because this question was asked to me, and somebody who really wasn't in tune with they self asked me this question. When it was said to me, it seemed very simple, a very easy question, but I guess maybe I don't know. They just wasn't in tune with self. What do you say when someone asks you, like, okay, well, you know, you got like the good person, the bad person on the side. How do you know which one to choose? How do you know which one is right?
So like when you saying when you like when I was driving in the car, it's your conscious self, you being aware of the moment. Or you talking about like physical people, or you talking about just your inner thoughts?
Your inner thoughts.
Yeah, you have to rationalize because even the super ego can be bad for you at times. You doing the right thing, trying to help someone, that can put you in a position where you can hurt a lot of people. You know, you help the wrong person. Like even, the analogy I gave with Spider-Man. It's fictional, but we can understand. Sometimes that's why I say I don't allow other people actions or what other people do dictate how I treat people. You go run into a-holes on the planet. You just go run into them. But that don't mean everyone is an a-hole. So if you let that experience with that one person determine the experiences that you have with everyone else, then you're functioning out your ID because that one person affected you so much you feel like you need to survive. And you're not gonna let anyone in close because they all gonna hurt you. Everyone has the potential to do so, but that don't mean everyone is going to use that potential. I got the potential, just like I talk about the positive parts of psychology and how you can use it to benefit yourself. I can be sitting up here using dark psychology to get numbers. We're gonna talk about dark psychology tactics too. We kind of touched on it, but I'm gonna get more in depth with it. We're gonna delineate, but just like I can tell you manipulation tactics, I can use them. I can pull on your heartstrings all day. Easy, not hard. You know why? Because everybody go through stuff. So only thing I have to do is look for your pain and associate with it.
Mm.
That's all I got to do. If you had bad relationships, okay, check this out. Because people say I do this. I heard somebody say I pander to black women because I talk about the plights of black women. So that's what I do. I pander to them. No, my mother's black, my sister's black, and I understand what they went through. And I see it because I'm a black male. That's why I talk about it. Oh, but your wife ain't black, so you just doing that for money. No, I don't. Because guess what? The people who donated to me the most on here since I've been here wasn't black women. Black males. That's who donated to me the most. Was the males, not the women. Okay, rock out for 1 second. Let me get my son together.
Okay. Hey, Riaz. Tay, you coming on my live tonight?
Yeah, that was deep what he said though.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm coming though. You going live in a little bit?
Yeah.
That was deep because honestly, like you say, he can sit up and manipulate y'all, just like everybody else. Pull on heartstrings. Everybody done been through something. Either you know what I mean. You could talk about anything. Majority of the time, people gonna be able to relate to it.
Yeah.
Like you say, whether it's you could pull from a medical standpoint, people who have a certain type of disease, dyslexia, I don't know, something like that, ADHD, like things like that, or you can go another route as far as what else,
Even this.
bad relationships, huh?
Do you know it's a big community on here with people with shunts? And people have told me you need to talk about your shunts. Why don't you talk about being legally blind? Tell the people like, no, man, I ain't
Right,
no
you can
victim.
bank on that. Yeah, that's what I'm
Nah,
saying. Like medically, you can attack that type of community
I
if
don't
you
even want
wanted to.
people feeling. I don't even have y'all feeling bad. If somebody tell a blind joke, I don't get upset or mad. Why? Because I'm blind. Shit, I'm legally blind. I can barely see. I make fun of it so people can laugh and giggle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no victim. I'm just not. I'm a warrior. I fought through everything I made it through in life. And I don't feel bad for it. Yeah, I ain't go look, I took a lot of losses and I learned from them. Not go sit up here like, oh, woe is me. No, I'm a bad motherfucker. I done fought through some stuff and I'm still fighting and I'm gonna keep fighting. And I'm gonna speak that life to anybody who listens to me. Look, life is fucked up and hard, but guess what? We gonna be fucking harder. You come over here fucking with me, guess what? We go buckle up and we go get through this shit. That's what I speak in people. And I don't want you to feel bad, not for 1 second. You know how hard it is to talk about certain topics and speak life into people and not make them feel bad about it? That's why, okay, we gonna talk about manipulation tactics. We gonna talk about how these people do it. You know why? I'm gonna give you the tools so they won't be able to do it to you no more. We ain't got to talk about how bad it feels. No, we go equip ourselves. We go get ready for battle. That's what I'm about. Ain't no weak Kool-Aid shit over here.
Period.
Oh yeah, and Big Mix, I do work swords, brother. I do work swords. I'm a bad motherfucker with that katana. I've been working with a katana since I was 14. Yeah, give me a blade any day. Close combat is my shit. I love it. I love it. I love it. But yeah, that's what we speaking. We don't speak death into nothing. We ain't no victims over here. That's why I said everybody. This ain't for everybody, and I understand that. You know, but this for the people who like, look, I'm tired. Give me the tools. I'm ready. That's what I make the content for. And it's here. If you ain't ready now, maybe you'll be ready a year from now. And the content is here for you. But the people right now that I'm talking to live, nah, we speaking life. That's what we gonna do. Look, life is fucked up. We gonna go through some shit. But we gonna get these tools so we can better navigate through it. It's gonna happen regardless. You can't stop adversity in life. That's just part of it. But you can be prepared for it. And that's what I'm trying to do. Is give you the tools you can use to prepare for life. Because it's a battle.
I like that you said that word. Do y'all think that society, well, I'm sure we talked about it or you talked about it before, but society pushed that fear. Be afraid, be scared. Talk about
Mhm.
your feelings, talk about your family, talk about therapy, talk about your childhood this, and it's like everything with society is to keep you stuck in that woe is me type of attitude. And then when you run into somebody like me where it's, hey, make this go viral, realist, everybody else is like, oh, we're in our ego. No, we trying to get y'all out of that slum. Like, y'all been in a slum for y'all whole life. Like, we grown. If you over 30, it's time to stand up straight and move like you supposed to be moving. You know, like society keeps us in that fear mongering, like, oh, it's something around the corner, be scared, type of y'all get what I'm saying. Everybody listening to sad songs and shit. Like, ain't nobody listening to uplifting, powerful, like get your mind right type of stuff. Like, every song is cry, go stand in the corner and be sad and be a victim and be, it's just, I don't get it.
SS Gang, what up, though?
Hey, Rudy.
Rudy in the building, what up, though? And Big Mix, you're right. They push that. And he said it. They push it. They want you to be in that fear state. People think, but fear is not really bad. Like anger and fear is how it's perceived and used. You know, I think it was Kalani. You know, me and him had a conversation about fear one day, and he was talking about like the fear of God, what it does, how it keeps them structured and disciplined in certain aspects. So, he was talking about a healthy fear. Me personally, I don't believe in fear at all. But like I said, it's how it's used. Like Kalani can use fear to help them stay structured. The fear of loss, the fear of losing, but it can be used against you too. That's why I don't believe in it at all. But it can be useful. That's a fact. It can be useful. So I don't, tell people if they don't, because I use ignorance. I use it to my benefit. So if you can use it in a way where, like he said, healthy fear, cool. But the problem is it can be twisted. So I like to eliminate it, period. So like those things like fear, I heard someone say, I was on a conversation where they were talking about um, building a new Black Wall Street. And the first thing somebody said when they heard that is, well, if you build it, they go tear it down. Like, man, come on now. Well, they did it before. Yeah, we talking about years ago, decades ago. So you don't know what might happen if you do it. But that fear is going to prevent you from trying. Fear will paralyze you. Even on this thing, right? I didn't push as hard on YouTube because I told people, and James in the chat here backed me up. I didn't want to be successful. And it wasn't a fear of success. It was just because of experiences in my life. 755, what up, though? I just seen sis in the chat. False evidence appearing real. Yep. That's what Sensei said. False evidence appearing real. I think fear is lack of knowledge. We got all our understandings of what fear is. I think it's you only fear things because you don't know. But I forgot what I was saying. My bad. I did not mean to do that.
Hey, 755.
What was that saying? Oh, the reason why I eliminated fear and all. I just don't feel it's the need for it because people can tap into it. And when they tap into it, they will have you afraid to advance it. I was talking about how I was afraid of, it was because of prior experiences. Anytime I was successful in something, people put me on a pedestal. And usually they only did that to knock me down. People lift you up. You ever see like one of the movies when somebody got stuck on a deserted island and then it was like the natives of the island got them, fattened them up, treated them good just to sacrifice them?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, nah, I'm straight. And then you see like the environment and the people, like you see them do it to other people. So it's just a matter of time before it's your turn. So I'm like, that's just how society is in general, not even just on YouTube. In real life, people do that. They will put you on a pedestal just to have something to knock you down. It's like, oh, you think they putting you on the throne, but they really putting you on the seat of the Duncan tank. They put you, that tank they put you on, throw the ball and you fall in the water. That's what they really putting you on. You think is a pedestal. You think is a throne. No, they putting you in a Duncan tank so they can throw balls and knock you down. So I'm like, nah, I'm straight. I just want to fly incognito. And then I realized, like, look, man, we can benefit people not only with the information, but if I find the right people collectively form Voltron, I can help them too. We can help one another. People can help me. People can share information. You know how many people I ran into? D-Shep, brother Keith, who spit the similar like spirituality and stuff that I spit. Had different similar experiences. Shep was in the street. So that information, that the way we can build to bring information to hopefully redirect the young men, I can't do nothing but provide information. I can't go out to every household where they need a positive influence at and help those people. But what I can do is put it in a spot where people can get it at. And that's what we're doing right now. Hold on. If it was another Black Wall Street, what role or contribution can you offer? Another Black Wall Street, what can I offer?
Oh, I think she's asking that to SS King because he's said it should be a Black Wall Street in every major city already. So I think, yeah.
But it's the fear. People, that's why, look, I'm just being real. This is reality. I got to get a reality button. We got a sauce button. I need a reality button. But this is just the reality. Fear prevents Black people from building a lot of things or even trying to do certain things. Because I'm just being honest. A lot of that past history, you need to research yourself. Just don't listen to stories and what other people say. We have the ability to research now. It's no books you have to go to another state and find. Everything is on the internet. A lot of these stories we were told, they're just not true. They're just not true. So, I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and debate with nobody who haven't researched it. So, it's kind of pointless to have certain conversations. If people only go tell me what they was told versus what they found. I just think it's a pointless conversation.
So I think what 755 was saying, for instance, if we did have a Black Wall Street, what could each one of us offer?
I'm gonna say finances and protection. I'm all about that protection part. I'm gonna be the one outside with the. I probably can't see nothing though, but I'm gonna be out the one outside, outside of the community, ready to tat 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 anybody trying to come in and take or destroy. I'd be willing to fight for it. I can do that. But it's different services I can provide, information, knowledge. When she said that, for some reason, I'm thinking of banking system. Like I don't know nothing about banking. Like I know a little about finances, but that's the banking portion is not my forte. But building a Black Wall Street, I truly believe I can educate, um, and I can
I feel
protect.
like I could offer like the stock market part, stock market, or like where it said educate in some kind of way
Hey,
for me.
75755. That's a good show, sis. I don't know if you want to come up and build on it one day, but I'm willing to do a show. Just asking a question because that's a question that need to be asked. Who can offer what? What can we offer and build?
Wow.
Not just the Black Wall Street. We can call it whatever we want to call it. But what can you offer a tribe? What can you bring into a tribe? You know, I
Mm.
think we all unique and can offer different things. I did a show like that before. I did a couple. I did two shows like that. I just didn't have that much interaction. But I think while we got traction, this is a question we should ask. So we're gonna have to delineate. Oh, I want to see the exact show. Oh, they
Yeah.
comment on Rumble.
Mm-mm.
Oh, no,
I mean, I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself, but
What would you offer?
nope, I don't
I
want to
said I'm
know
gonna
what
keep my opinion to myself.
She would offer educational sex. I
No,
mean,
I wouldn't want.
can you
I
say that
wouldn't
on here?
me. She would be me.
you got.
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't even want to be a part of it. Like I like how you said tribe. Something of
Well, a
that nature.
tribe, what would you offer?
Um, the same thing I offer now myself. Like the same thing I'm doing now. Like it wouldn't be like
You nasty.
anything. No,
No, I'm
you
playing.
not. I'm bad. I can't say nothing without. No, I'm just saying. Like I will offer myself like advice, like relationship advice.
A counselor or something like that, right?
Yeah. Like I would be like the counselor, but I will be in and out because I still want a house in the woods somewhere. So I don't want to really be around a lot of people like that. But if I had to, you get what I'm saying? Like I would just be off grid. If I could just live the life I wanted, I would be off grid. Like I just wouldn't want to be around a bunch of people. So Black Wall Street wouldn't really be something I would just be like, yay, I want to go and be a part of that. But if I did, I would probably be fixing the buildings or screwing knobs on doors or something that nobody else wants to do. Um, Fixing the water or the plumbing or some shit like that.
So this is what I got. I got mindset tribe building. What will it take to build a tribe? So that's one. I'm gonna go back and watch that and take some points from that. But I got another show. What can't remember the name of it. I'm looking at it now. We're looking for it now. I can identify.
Oh yeah, 755. Get at me. I sure can help you with the stock exchange. I have actually financially I've relieved myself from the corporate world. So,
You
yep.
ain't offer me none of that. I want to be a part of that too. What you holding classes or something?
Technically no, but I could teach you the information. That way you don't have to go to work anymore.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Mm.
You create the life you want to create.
mm. That's what I'm talking about.
I didn't even know I did this show. I gotta go back and watch it. I wonder what I said in it. Is your why bigger than your doubt? That sounds like a good show.
Mm, 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 mm.
I feel like Lil Wayne. You know how you make songs and forget about them? I was watching something. He was like, I made that. I said that. Like, bro, what? How you make music and don't know?
Yeah. Do 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 do. Yeah, I
Your
like the
nose is
tribal.
fucking.
I like the tribal thing. Like when y'all said Black Wall Street, and I was just thinking about a bunch of Black people working together, and then I think about my experiences I've had as an adult, like working with Black people. My experience. I'm not talking about everybody else's. So please, nobody get mad. But I just haven't seen Black people working together. I just haven't seen it on a large scale. Because all I've seen is people tearing each other down, people being jealous, people judging, people, like that's all I've seen, like since I've been out, you
What's a
know.
large scale to you?
Just a large scale, like more than 10 people that
But
like
I'm
each other
but
wholeheartedly.
I'm gonna tell you this too. This is why that won't work because all black people ain't the same. They're just not. Like it was. I was. Yeah, D Shep. If you anywhere, bro, let me know because they had him and Voodoo was talking on Miss Renee panel, and that's why I wanted to get up there because they were talking about just the history, right, and how it was black people who owned plantations and they were Moors. And I'm like, that shows you that we all not the same. Like if you think about, we came from different tribes. Even if you accept the out of Africa theory, you came from different tribes. Those tribes didn't live together for a reason because they didn't get along. Maybe
Right,
they shared or bartered, but they wasn't together. They
right,
was if they got along, they'd be together. We all got melanin, but that don't make us the same people. It just don't.
right,
All
right.
Asians don't walk around and say, "Oh, we all Asians." No, they got different tribes. They got Chinese, Japanese, and even in the country, is different tribes within that. Koreans. You call a Korean Japanese and see what happens.
Right,
You see what
right.
I'm saying? So, but when we get over here in America, we all black. We black people. No, we ain't the same. That's why every time a large amount of black people come together, is always somebody from within that fuck everything up.
A
Why?
Yup,
snake.
right.
Because they ain't the same
Mhm.
people. Just
A
not the
snake.
same. Just not the same.
Claiming they real and they a snake.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So when we talking about us getting together to do something, like to me, that's more scarier than me just being fearful, fending for my own self. Like I would rather fend for myself than have to get in a group of other people that I don't know, that I don't trust, and I have to make sure you got my back. Like I don't trust that. I don't trust you with my money. Not y'all, but just period. I don't trust people with my money. You it's time and time again. People, oh, we need money for this, we need money for that. And everybody done took thousands of dollars and gave it to this one person. We not gonna say no names, and that person never do what they were supposed to do
You
with the money.
shady.
I'm
Caesar.
just saying, I don't have to say the name because y'all know who I'm talking about. So when y'all
Caesar.
say, oh, every place should have a Black Wall Street, like no, we can't because people don't work together, and that's that at the end of the day, that's why we don't have it. So that's the answer to the question. We don't have it
And
because we not working together, and we not gonna work together.
you know what I figured out? I
You
figured
gotta
out.
build. You gotta build with certain melanated people, and the other ones you let them go and you leave them out there to do whatever that f stuff they be wanting to do. Okay.
I'm, I'm gonna tell you something I figured out. I stopped looking at the outside. I want to know what's on the inside because that's what's gonna come out.
Seven
Whatever I'm
five
like,
five. You don't know who I'm talking about.
Caesar.
Y'all know who I'm talking. Y'all know his
Hey,
okay.
let me get some Caesar salad real quick.
He's
I
a
got some
he's a
Caesar
he
dressing.
was a big time content creator. He was a big time content creator, but all I'm gonna say is he was supposed to open a school and the school never opened. That's all I got.
Oh, oh, oh!
Oh,
You
she's
talking
talking
about?
about Umar
Uh,
Johnson.
do you have Umar of that? Do you have any Umar of that?
Right. How y'all done gave this man $100,000 and ain't no school, no you could have built the school from the ground up with $100,000.
Or you could have donated to the ones that was already here.
Right.
He had like he was the first person to do that. It was one in Georgia. Is two in Michigan. Like, like
So
you the first
that's what
person to
I'm
do that?
saying. Like
Like,
these are
come
the
on now, man.
examples of time and time we've tried and it failed for, you know, whatever reasons it failed. But that's when I see people, when I always hear people talk about, oh, we need to come together. No, that we is going to be 3 MFers. Like, that's who the we going to be. It ain't
You know
going to
what?
be 10 and 12 and 15 people. It's going to be 2 or 3 people that got the same mind, who respect each other, and they, boom, they going to work together. That's how it's going to work.
When people say I want to build, I'm gonna say, show me your heart. I want to see your heart. Show me where your heart at. You show me that, then I'm willing to build. But it's hard, man.
Right.
You
You
have
have to
to.
show me first.
And anybody like me, I don't
'Cause
want nobody to trust me. Let me earn that. Let me earn that through my consistency. As long as we cool,
Right.
I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be me. That's all I can
it's
be.
because there's
I
people
don't
out
want
here
you to
with
give
two
it to me.
faces.
2, 5, 6,
For real, 5
7,
faces.
8, 9, 10. Whole bunch of
And
things.
especially on this platform.
Of I heard of him, but I never knew it was a scam likely happening. Hold on, man. Y'all laughing too much. Hold on. I got something for that. Hold on. Oldie but goodie. I don't even got that no more. What am I gonna play? 755. Remember this one?
755. Tell the trolls what you think about their views and opinions.
They loving it too, buddy. They loving it. They loving it. Oh, that is good. Make it go viral. Miss V in here. Miss V, record the moment. Miss V. This is not good for us. Oh my God. No. Even the bird is running off.
You is so wrong for that. You is so wrong.
That's my dog, man. That's my Detroit homie, man. Oh man. Man, I erased so many clips. I ain't even got nothing. I got Papa Will up there. Oh, y'all seen the Papa Will one?
Got shit money. Guess what happened to me next? My pants started sagging. Yeah, because I had too much shit in my pocket. So you tell every pant sagging, I ain't gonna curse, person that if you ain't got a pocket full of money, pull your goddamn pants up, broke ass motherfucker.
This video is brought to you by the 9% and is powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
What was 755 eating? Whatever it was disgusting.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times, cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times, cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll...
Oh, boiled peanuts are so nasty.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I couldn't hear y'all. Y'all left me. They left me, guys. Okay.
Yeah, she was eating corn nuggets. She was like, oh.
Dang, you can't never just say it back. You gotta say something crazy. Oh, Lord.
What time did you go on live, girl? We already.
It was supposed to be at 1:30, but we over here rocking. I push it.
No, we about to go over there. We about to go chill over there. But I gotta put this little nugget to sleep, and I gotta come harass y'all. I gotta come harass you.
Okay, I'm gonna go on over there. Later, guys. Later, chat.
Appreciate you, sis. Hey, we about to go over to anti-socials. If y'all ain't get her link, Nightbot should be dropping it in the chat. We will appreciate if y'all come over there. Topic we will touch on. So yeah, we go rock out over there next. Appreciate everybody coming. They dropped down without saying bye. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, this was a good conversation, and I wanted, like I said, I'm not gonna come on here and try to be all philosophical when I get a sauce. I'm gonna just tell you what it is. It might sound simple, but I promise you, it's not easy to do. It's not. It takes work. It takes time. It takes practice. But you have to be aware of things, and the more control and understanding you have, especially this aspect of your consciousness, you can be aware of where you function from, and if it's beneficial for you in that situation. That's power. That's control. The better you is a better us. Meaning, the better we are on the individual level, the better we are collectively. Appreciate you, James. Appreciate you. And I don't only believe that, but I live by that. The better I became as an individual, the better I was for my family. The better version of me, I can give them the best. So that's why I continuously try to get better and better every day. I try. That's all you can do. But if you ain't trying, then what are you doing? So you can take anything from this episode. Just take the understanding that you are the ego. You are in control. Take that power back. Stop believing that the ego is a bad thing, because it's just simply a part of you. It's a part of you. So take control of that part, because if you don't, somebody else will. People can manipulate your ego. They can give you false perceptions of you, of a grandioso. They can blow it up, make you think you larger than life, or they can strip it down and make you feel worthless. But if you don't have control of it, other people will. That's almost every aspect of life. That's one of my philosophies. If you don't take control, someone else will. I explained that with emotion. I explained that with thought. That's one of those things you can apply to different aspects. That's physically. And that can be your food. That can be what you intake through television, through media. That can be what you intake through spirituality, religion, or belief. If you're not in control of what's going in you, someone else will. So y'all know what I always say: care about how you feel. These are the conversations to build nations. And if I say anything that resonated with you, do me a favor, hit that share button, tell somebody, help me spread the word. But until tomorrow, we out. Hey, we got a good show tomorrow too. We gonna talk about, I got a premiere. I don't know what time I got to chop the video up, but the premieres go lead into that's what I'm going to start trying to do. I'm going to start trying to set a premiere that leads into the next conversation. So tomorrow's premiere is a show I did a couple months ago, The Dark Side of Playing the Victim. And I'm using that to springboard dark psychology. Because that's a manipulation tactic. I already did a video on manipulation tactic, but I'm gonna go more in depth of what dark psychology is. It's like a lot of the lessons that I teach on here is psychology. You know, I use a lot of psychology in the lessons I teach. So it's a good side and it's a bad side. So I done told you how you can benefit from the good side, but we need to understand how the bad side is used against us. So I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. But until then, we rocking out. Pay attention to the song, people.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah.
He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression,
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change